love discussing new ideas and theories on Cityline. So today's hot topic is the liking gap. And I did not understand this at all. So here to explain what it's all about is Karlyn Percil. Give us some love. You come up with the best topic. So we're going to start with the basics. What is the liking gap?
Well, first of all, the liking gap is a social phenomenon that was developed by Wharton researcher and social psychologist Dr. Erica Boothby. Okay. And what I love about her work, she talks about it's a social illusion, but unfortunately that we have all bought into. And basically what the gap speaks to is that we tend to underestimate how much people like us. Okay. So basically the gap exists because we think that we're not as well liked as we think we are. But the bottom line is, the research shows that we are more liked than we realize.
Well, that's the good news.
I know.
And is this for everybody? Because I feel like, is this like a woman-y thing?
No.
It's for everybody?
It's for everyone.
Okay,
and
all right.
Where Dr. Boothby, where she focused on her work is that she was looking at decision-making and also social influence. So what drives those decisions? And really what the research shows is that when it comes to other areas of our lives, like our relationships or cooking or how great of a lover we are, whatever it is, we tend to overestimate how well liked or how good we're doing.
Okay.
When it comes to children.
Yes.
Children actually up to a certain age, like 6 or 7, they don't have that liking gap.
Right.
So I always think about who taught us how to dislike ourselves.
Oh.
Right? And
who did?
Interestingly enough, when it comes to people who are shy, they have the widest liking gap. So which also tells me shy people are probably the most liked people on the planet.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
So how does this all impact our lives then? Does it make us act in a certain way?
It does. So imagine, T, how you would interact with me if you didn't think I liked you.
Right. I would be very closed.
Exactly.
Very close. As soon as I get a whiff that someone doesn't like me or I feel mediocre, I am shutting down.
You protect yourself.
That's
and rightfully so. So in our interactions in our friendships, we're not as honest and open and loving. And when we tend to hold ourselves back, there's an impact on our psychological well-being. And we see that also in the workplace setting. Managers are burnt out, employees are burnt out because you're managing this liking gap, which again is a social illusion. It's a belief that we inherited that's not necessarily true. And also we see it in our relationships, right? With our siblings and as well as with strangers as well. Every time we walk away from an interaction, we tend to think, does that person like me? And Tracy, even Beyonce. I remember seeing an interview with Beyonce on Oprah, and right after she was like, was that good?
Beyonce said that to Oprah?
Yes. She actually asked her, was that good?
It's like Beyonce's having these issues, so of course we all have them.
We're all bought into.
Beyonce just thinks she's not liked. Like, come on.
Exactly.
What hope do we have? So in terms of the consequences, like, are there consequences to having this liking gap? Are we more insecure because of it? We act a little bit different because of it?
It also activates our inner critic. And it also impacts our intimacy with ourselves. And I tend to define intimacy as intimacy. So if I am seeing Karlyn from a place of, I like Karlyn. I believe in her. I like her big heart. I like how she's sometimes too much for some people. But that's also what makes Karlyn, right?
Yes, exactly.
So for me, when I'm operating from the liking gap, thinking people don't like me, I will hold that back. So which means that you're not getting the fullness of Karlyn. You're not getting the full love that I'm here to offer, which is also what I love about you. I love your big heart and how you show up. And I think that's what makes Tracy Tracy.
Thank you.
Imagine if you held back.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, and I think it's been an overtime getting there, which is why I always say I lean on this idea of I love aging, mostly because I feel like we keep seeing a better version of ourselves as we get older and older. How do we deal with this then, Kar? How do we deal with this liking gap? What should we be doing to close the gap?
So the good news is that it's a social illusion we can control. Right? We can influence. So the first thing I would say is name that inner critic. Give it a name and also name the tone of the voice. Whose voice is coming up? Again, who taught us to dislike ourselves? The second thing is pay attention to what you like about yourself, right? And the more we self-edit, we also self-edit our authenticity, which also prevents us from showing up fully. And the last thing that I would say is we need to stop being quiet about what we like about ourselves and what we like about each other. I mean, the second you came out this morning, I was like, yes, hair. And I mean, and you know when we say yes, dress, yes, hair, yes, shoes, what we're talking about. So what I want folks to do is, as you notice what you like about yourself, you will also become more comfortable affirming others as well. So give more compliments. Let others know what you like about them. And I think that's something we can do with the Cityline art. I think Cityline also have a direct influence on shortening that liking gap or helping people to flip that perception.
We're trying to meet women where they're at and let you know that even if you changed nothing in your life, you are good and you are enough right now.
Exactly.
So I know that you are. You don't need to change anything. Nothing.
So I think, Tracy, we should put that into practice.
Yeah.
Just turn to the person next to you and let them know what you like about them. Tracy, I love your hair and I love this blue on you. You look stunning.
You know what I love about you? You are always so giving. You want other people, you always want to fill other people's cups. Oh my God, they're doing it! They're doing it! I love it! Yes! And you know what? Take it beyond this show.
Yes.
Do it in real life. Do it with the barista at the coffee shop. Do it with the bus driver. Car, thank you so much. Let's go to break. Stay with us, everyone.